Yeah, Andrew, it is on.
Okay,
And
cool.
I was really interested in what you were saying about money, and money isn't
Yeah,
the only
yeah, yeah, yeah,
economy,
yeah,
and
yeah,
food
yeah.
isn't, the worth of food isn't
Yeah,
just.
yeah, yeah. So what we were talking about was, we were talking about different, we were talking about the kind of the way in which our current culture is stuck in the idea that there's only one economy and its currency is money. And what we were talking about was time banking. And so what I was trying to say was, well, time banking is not the answer to anything. However, what it is it's another economy in which the currency is time. And so therefore people can create patterns that involve an individual life and a pattern of lives where the value isn't dependent upon a currency called money, it's dependent on a currency called time. People that's not alienable. Or you can alienate it, in alienating you make it abstract. What you do is you invest your time in the deepening of a set of relationships in exchange with other people who also understand that the existing culture has got us stuck in our economy of money.
And Kim, you were talking about exciting things that you saw happening in Govan that were maybe an example of that?
Yeah, well, in Govan they've got on a Thursday night they have a community evening where they have a meal, and you can just give a donation, and they do announcements that are happening in the local community, as well as discussing any kind of things that are prominent, as well as then they have a music
Yeah,
time in the evening as well. On a Tuesday night at the Pearce Institute they have a community meal there as well, which is linked to local food networks as well, which and they make the meal, different people make the meal each week that are within the group, and then you just give a donation again there, and then it's all about conversations, about culture, about community, and so whatever you want to bring to it.
Does that sound like that's
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I like this idea of like food as a kind of medium rather than being the end product. So when I invite
It's a facilitator.
exactly. So when I invite folk into my house for dinner, it's not usually because they know their own food. They've got their own food. But I ask them round because I want to eat with them, and so the whole word companion comes from to eat bread with.
all right,
Pan.
pan.
That's where it comes from. So those older cultures, even they knew this, that a way to deepen relationship, to build society was to sit down and eat together. So there's a meaning to food which is about it's not about nutrition. It's about sharing and caring, and getting together and arguing the toss or whatever it is, but deepening those relationships. So if you think about can go on and on. I mean, we use food for all sorts of things, don't we? And I think that's why the kind of food bank conversation at the moment is a really interesting one, because what is being violated there is something quite deep. And it's not simply or only about food and poverty. It's about something much deeper than that, which really shouldn't be alienated. It should be an integral part of how we are together, but it seems not to be the case anymore. It's a Martha Sen's work, Sen's original work was on famine. And what
Yeah, that's right.
Sen said was that famines are not natural disasters, famines are social disasters. So his question was, so who does not starve in a famine, and who starves in a famine? And so the idea that that famine or lack of food is a natural disaster is wrong. And so we now see that quite significantly in our own culture, where an increasing number of people don't have access to even basic foodstuff. So in times of austerity, the same pattern is being played out. So that's a culturally created, a culturally constructed set of relationships, which means some people don't get food. It's not that we don't have enough food, we've got loads of food.
Yeah. I think I better let you get some food, but thanks for sharing that with me.